today's ruling by the Supreme Court has actually come out as a surprise. Yes, as supporters of Azimio here in his very backyard, we were expecting that he could win because people turned out and voted for him massively. But of course, the result that was released by the IEBC was not convincing, and there was the case in the court that followed. And by the evidences that we saw the legal team producing before the court, they were kind of convincing. But now, as we have just seen, every petition that was pressed before the court has been dismissed, and the result is out. Yeah, we just have to accept. Yeah, in as much as we may not agree, but we accept. Yeah.
As an individual, how are you going to treat this, and what message do you have for the rest of Kenyans, especially probably those that reside in these parts of the country?
Oh, as an individual, Kenya is bigger than myself. Yes, and the decision, once it has been made by the Apex Court, there's nothing much that I can do. As I've said, I've accepted, and I'll continue with my day-to-day activities, and even to who have been showing their full support to Raila Odinga. I would just like to urge you to resume to your daily activities. There's nothing much we can do. If at all there is anything, Raila with his team will actually give us direction. Yeah, I know he may talk today or tomorrow. Once he had talked, I think he will advise us. But as individuals, let us also make decisions that are helpful to us and to our country. Yes, let us not get into violence. Yeah.
As a resident of this region, probably, what do you expect from the regime that is coming in?
The regime that is coming in, of course, for a very long time, this region has been in opposition, and as a result, there has not been much development as compared to the areas that have been in government. So probably I will expect the same, but if something happens, maybe I can be proven wrong if I can see new developments. But as you can see, the place, as you compare with other places that leaders have been supporting the government, there's a substantial difference on development. Yeah, so I would expect the same, but maybe this one may be different. Yes. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Those are some of the reactions from the residents of Bondo town, like you've heard from the two that I've just spoken with, is that they're mentioning that they will respect the decision of the court that has upheld the victory of William Ruto in the August 9th presidential election. And what they are calling upon is for the electorate here, or rather the residents of this region, to be specific, to uphold, or rather to respect the decision of the court and work with the government of the day, actually, because the president of Kenya is a president of every Kenyan, of everybody within the Kenyan borders, and that has actually been the call from the residents that have been able to speak with in this region. Maybe something that I have to mention is the security situation in the county here, in this region rather. Before I came on set, actually I spoke with the Siaya County Police Commander regarding the security situation in the county, and he has assured me that, or rather he has mentioned that up to now there is nothing actually to report about, that everything is normal, and that is visible from the background. Like you can see, Ben Trenjue, this is just like another day to the rest of Kisumu here. There is no much excitement. There is not all that gloom. Actually, it is just normal, and that reflects whatever you're seeing on the background. That reflects what has been happening actually in the larger Siaya County, which is the home county of Raila Odinga. The residents here are saying they will maintain peace. They will work with the government of the day, but then what they are calling upon the next regime is also to run an inclusive government. Well, I'll continue speaking with the rest of the residents and sample their views and reactions, and all that will come to our viewers exclusively in our next bulletin. So back to you, Ben.
Thank you, Wycliffe Okecha from Bondo there. And as you have seen, and as he has alluded to, is that no pomp, no color. Their residents continuing with their day-to-day activities and saying that let's respect the apex court. Of course, they do not agree with it, but let's respect that so that we may go on. Then from Bondo, let's now cross over here to the capital city, Nairobi, where Hibak Said has been keeping a keen eye since morning at the CBD just to see how things are. Of course, earlier on, security had been beefed up. There was some screen mounted in various parts of the CBD. How are things now, Hibak?
Thank you, Ben Troy. We are still here at the Central Business District, and just an update from when we last spoke. Now, people here have been waiting for 12 p.m. or 12 noon to hear what exactly the Supreme Court would say and what exactly the judgment would be. At around 1 p.m. when the judgment came out, people were in jubilation. Just a few minutes ago here at the Central Business District archives, we saw a lot of people. They were gathered around. They were jubilation. They were jubilant. They were talking about how they're very happy with what has come. But the message that prevailed was peace. A lot of Kenyans just want peace. The businesses are continuing as they have been. And maybe we could just talk to you as a person who was supporting or in support of the president-elect. Mlikuja hapa, mkapiga mbwembwe. You guys had a lot of fun. What exactly was your feeling when you heard what the Supreme Court had to say?
Okay, kwanza kwa majina naitwa Kiprono James. Nataka nishukuru Bwana Chebukati, Martha Koome kwa ruling yenye leo wameifanya. And then nataka nishukuru tena wa Kenya vile wame keep peace, kila kitu inaendelea na si wote ni mandugu na si wote ni ma sisters. So nataka niwaambie Bwana Rais elect William Ruto wasalimiane na Raila, waongee pamoja kinauru, si wote ni ndugu moja. Alafu Kenya iende mbele, na tena nishukuru wananchi kwa sababu wameiweka hii nchi iwe funzo kwa nchi zingine kwa amani ambao wameiweka. Asante sana.
Now, that is just one side of the coin, Ben Troy. You hear the people are just, they want peace, they want coordination, they want cooperation. And maybe for the Azimio side, they also had you had your own side, you had your own story, you wanted your own ruling. However, the ruling was the president-elect would be Ruto, or rather the president, or rather the elections would be upheld. What exactly were your thoughts?
Okay, my thoughts, I think my name is Francis Kigali. I was a Azimio party, and today is my birthday. Let me say my birthday or a good day, because sikuwa natarajia Martha Koome ata announce Ruto, but kwa sababu ana announce Ruto, mimi kama mfuasi wa baba nimeshakubali kushindwa, na nimesema baba, tarehe kesho asubuhi nitakuja kwake pale Karen. Mimi mwenyewe nimetoka huko kijiji inaitwa Kingston. Nitaenda kwake nimpeleke bodo, hata kama ni fare nimekubali kutoa fare yangu tuende nyumbani pamoja, juu asiyekubali kushindwa sio mshindani, na ninaomba wachikane mkono hivi tuende kama tujenge nchi pamoja. Asante sana. IEBC Kenya ni moja.
That is the picture that Kenyans here at Nairobi are sending to you, Ben Troy, and are sending to other Kenyans. People want peace, people want cooperation, and they're okay with the judgment that has been made. Now, back to you in studio, Ben Troy.
Thank you so much, Hibak Said, there with two supporters, one of Azimio and the other happens to be a Kenya Kwanza, and they've talked about the handshake. And I think this is what we have been talking about as Kenyans. Let's wait for the apex court. The apex court has delivered its judgment, and now it's for us to embrace it and move forward. Look at the economy, the battered economy. Look at the high cost of living. Those are some of the issues that are affecting each and every Kenyan, despite your political divide. That was Nairobi CBD. We are keeping a keen eye on various parts of the country, and looking at your screen, what